Hi, pals, it's your aspiring homemaker SP. I hope you are fine, great, well, safe, and sound. It's just another morning, and I have decided I'm a bit unwell and I'm feeling smoothie, so I've decided to mix some dates, some pineapple, citrus fruit like lemon, and some frozen watermelon. This is going to be very, very good just for my immune system, and I'm just feeling a little bit. Your homegirl is feeling just a bit unwell, but hey, I do look well because my face is glowing. But, anyways, let me show you the frozen. Aspiring homemaker SP. It is hot, scorching heat, scorching sun, and we are at the garden. We're harvesting some peppers and sort of giving it a redo and a revamp because life happened in this garden and we need to fix it, make it look nice, and we're going to put in new seedlings very soon, and hopefully some things that I can't disclose yet, which are exciting about this garden. But anyways, let me show you the harvest that we're sort of getting from the garden. So right here we've got our bell pepper. I mean, guys, this is so amazing, isn't it? See how big this bucket is? Oh, I'm so excited. There it is. And we are harvesting more peppers. I mean, This garden is so fertile. I mean, the garden, not the garden, the soil is so fertile. And I'm going to get some spring onions.
No, I want to clean the wheel.
So there it is. I'm going to get some spring onions as well. And I can fully do a vlog from farm to table. I may have camera. Ooh. So right here, we are sort of turning the soil. And then we're gonna mulch. We've got some spring onion. And we need to rekindle the life of our spinach or take it out and put it again. But here it is. I'm getting some peppers, I'm getting some spring onion, and I'm gonna try to get some cabbages as well from there. But all is well in this garden and this perfect homestead. I mean, we're doing so well in this festive season. We're in the garden and we're doing what we know best. Hi pals, it's your aspiring homemaker. This is the harvest I made today at the garden, and let me see how my angle would be. This is all the harvest that I made today. This is so amazing. I'm excited about this. This is my bell pepper. It is absolutely beautiful. Very, very beautiful. What do you guys think? I have one that is almost like this, but it's no stressor. But this is the bell pepper that I harvested today. Very, very excited. Today, I've got some spinach here. And I harvested some spring onions, and I harvested a lot of peppers, so very exciting. And I harvested some baby cabbage and a whole lot of peppers. As you can see, it is exciting. I am happy, and I just want to wash it with you. Let's get to wash my veggies from the garden, from an organic garden, by the way. There's so much excitement that I have. It's beyond words. It's beyond explanation. It was so unimaginable, you know, that I could be coming home with such a lot of harvest. I definitely need to gloss my mouth. But I am very, very excited. I'm elated. I'm just beyond expression. We've got some spinach right here. This is a huge bunch. We've got a huge bunch right here. I've put it on my cauldron. I'm gonna wash it. Quickly just rinse it, and I have got cabbage. This is pretty much like a baby cabbage, I'd say. And but still, it works. And I've got some spring onion. I didn't want to do much of it, but come on guys, we go. I'm trying to have a camera setting. Yep. So I just want to rinse the peppers here. Yes. I want to be rinsing the peppers here. So in choosing to rinse the peppers here, so I'm gonna be putting it in this bowl. Let's make sure you guys can see the process. And this one will be very small. Pretty much very small. And I want to bring you just a bit closer because I do feel like you guys are far. Well, good evening, pals. It is your aspiring homemaker, SP. Welcome. Well, a late welcome. I mean, the video has been going on for 13 to 14 minutes. Welcome, pals. I hope you're fine, you're well, and I hope you're just having a great time this festive season. I mean, it's almost the end of the year, unbelievably. It's the time for us to sort of reflect on how 2024 has been to us. Well, for me, I'm thankful, I'm grateful. This year has definitely had me growing. And I literally mean having to grow up. A lot of things happened to me this year, of which some I'm still not ready yet to talk about. Well, today it is harvesting day. Now, here's the thing, the harvest that you just saw, that I just showed you, I'm going to be harvesting on a weekly basis. And I'll tell you why harvesting on a weekly basis is so important for me. Because I did say from the beginning, if you have been watching my vlogs, why do I want to be self-sufficient? And I did say, I was very transparent about that. I want to be self-sufficient because Firstly, I just want to tackle the issue of food security in my house, which is why you're seeing the harvest that I made today, just to last us about this week. And the next week, I'm doing another harvest, and the following week, and so on. Now, starting a garden at this point, this garden is quite small, and it is a community garden as much as it has become our own garden. Well, you do know we have our family homestead and farm. It's not a big farm, very tiny. I like to call it a farm. It's land, it's just plot of land, 100 by 100, and so on. However, the real work is happening there, of which I will show you, because this vlog I'm planning to do a 3-day, more like a sort of a weekly kind of vlog. So you'd probably see on day 3, where I showcase you what is happening currently in our land and so on. But this garden that you see right here is a community garden. It's also a garden to us as well. So I harvested this week and I'll be harvesting next week. It's pretty much the same for the people at this point. People can sell if they want to. They are allowed to do that. But pretty much the garden is suffice for us to just take food home on a weekly basis. It's not really that garden that is ready for you need to start selling. You can do it on your own if you want to. You are very much allowed, as we are a big team. We're not a big team. We're about a team of pretty much consistent, in terms of consistent members. We're a team of 10 and so on. So it's pretty much the food we need to take home. You can say, of course, people could sell when they want to, if they want to. And we're opening more space on the very same garden because we want to make it bigger. And then I'll be showing you, probably in late January, our farm garden. Yeah, finally. So here it was late night and I wanted to do a vlog from farm to table, and I decided to use the pepper that I came with. I decided to use the spring onion that I came with. But here's the thing, before you say too much, I was cooking for my husband only. He loves spinach very much, and he doesn't just like spinach as a salad like probably most of us in South Africa. We eat spinach as salad, and especially as African people, we eat it as a side dish, as a salad. So my husband loves spinach as curry, as stew, as soup, which is why I decided, let me just do it that way, let me cook it that way. But do tell me, if you eat spinach in your family homestead, how do you eat your spinach? As a salad, like us, mostly in our families? Or do you eat it as soup, as stew, as more like a curry kind of vibe, not a salad? So I was just making dinner for my husband here, so I won't use up all the vegetables in one day. But it was fun, it was exciting. I was so excited when I filmed this vlog because I understood how much it made me happy before having to make you pals happy. But do tell me, is it worth it? For me, I think it's worth it. Having a garden is so important. It helps the family in terms of food security. There are a lot of things we want to put in our garden now, like corn, like potatoes, and also we want to explore like herbs like garlic, turmeric, and so on. So definitely, if you ask the question, was it worth it? Oh yes, it was. It is actually. Why not? So, do tell me, pals, what did you cook for dinner today for your partner, spouse, husband, or family? And how do you eat your spinach? Just like you see right now, as soup curry? Or do you eat it as a salad? I added some cheese as well. Take a look at this picture. Voila. From farm to table. I'm excited about this. What do you guys think? Do comment. Tell me. Please engage. Please engage. I definitely would like to hear more from you. Pals, on the things that I had to learn this year was definitely trying to eat more fruit juices or vegetable juices or just simply blending them because for health purposes. And I don't like fruit, if you know me. I just like mango. Banana, I like banana cake. It's not really my favorite fruit. And I don't like carrots at all. Carrots is definitely one of the foods that I don't like on my food, and also just to eat it like on bare on its own. So I decided, let me make a fruit juice. I know that carrot improves better eyesight. Carrots improves great skin. Even making carrot oil and so on improves great skin. And also it improves good immunity. So I decided, why not? Let me try. I added some ginger for flavor, like a root ginger. I decided, as you can see, my dad is a very, very handy person. He's a very domesticated man. If he's hungry, he's not gonna ask. He's gonna make something for himself. Look at me trying to eat that huge chunk of carrots, and it's quite a huge chunk for me because I don't like carrots. You don't want to see my face after the reaction as I was trying to chew the carrots because I don't like carrots. Comment down below if you don't like carrot, but if you do like some smoothies or juice that you make out of carrot. I added some ginger, as I said, for flavor. And as I was blending the carrot, I definitely inexperienced. It didn't all blend very smooth. There were still like small chunks. So as I was drinking, I was like, yeah, more like that. It's more like, as you can see, the cabbage from there, from my vegetable place there. I do drink cabbage juice because of for things like acid and or what acid reflux and so on. It's very helpful actually for things like ulcers. As much as I don't really have ulcers, but it's just to make sure that you sort of just for gut health, most importantly. So here's your carrot juice blending. Let's talk about what are your reflections for 2024. Mine
2024 taught me a lot. 2024 forced me to grow up literally. And 2024 was pretty much great things happen, and two experiences devastated me. I mean, I'm really not ready to talk about it, and I do feel that it deserves a video of its own. But just to say a bit, my husband lost his father in the beginning of the year, January 13, 2024. And probably some have guessed it if you've been following me for a while. I also lost my mother to vascular dementia this year on May 13th as well. And it's not something that I'm ready to talk about yet. I'm really not ready to talk about it. And there's so much of sadness, but so much of understanding and so much of acceptance from understanding a lot of things from the Islamic perspective as a Muslim that happened when my mother passed away, and the support we got. And as I say, I'm not ready to talk about it, so I might just let that one skip. But 2024, a lot happened that changed my life forever, that will change my life forever. Settings that forced me to grow up. And as I said, some of these things do, especially the experiences of loss, they deserve a video of its own so that we can talk, we can relate, and we can understand, especially for people who have had parents or lost parents due to mental illness and mental diseases and so on. It's such a lot and it's mouthful. This was the next day and I got my ginger tea going on. I love ginger tea. I love the flavor. We went to the farm over here and we had the TLB opening a septic tank and also just making our land pretty much flat. We, however, left the TLB for the garden spaces, as we do not want to kill topsoil and we want our garden space to be very, very organic. We don't want any machinery on it. So this is pretty much how it was, and the TLB was just there to open the driveway as well. But do share with me, what are some of the growth experiences that happened to you in 2024? And what are some of the great things that happened to you in 2024? Because we cannot talk about bad things only. A lot of good things could have happened. And subhanAllah, for me, 2024 was that year also where great things happened to me. And I really want to say, in terms of grief, that as people say it gets better with time, I don't think so. I think it's a silent set love story that lasts in this life, that probably would last for years. As I was showing you, probably the flowers you've seen, these flowers, I didn't know what they were on the video until I found out that they're called African thistle, from my sister who studies naturopathy, which is really, I think it has nothing to do maybe with botany and flowers. This is the tour, and this is our land. It's really huge. 100 by 100, probably to people who have hectares of land, is quite small. But to people like me and my family who want to own more land, it's big enough. And we hope that inshallah one day we can own more land. And I'd like to have a farm, to be honest, because I feel that I just love to live in a space where there's a lot of land. And here I was just doing a normal video, we were speaking, but I decided as I was editing to make the voiceover, as I felt better to explain. So we're restarting the gardens by January. And we're also, for the first time, we'll be constructing something tiny. I'm very specific on the fact that as a starter, I would like something like a tiny home and so on. So I can't really disclose, but we would be constructing something and also have our gardens. Now let me tell you about this area. This beautiful area is called Claridge. And that's the surprise I said, because on the video I probably said we'll be constructing something. That was the surprise. Claridge, it used to be a farm, a huge farm, and they divided it into land and 50 by 50 lands and so on, as we got the excessive land of 100 by 100. And over here, people bought land and built houses for themselves. Now, when I do eventually live here, inshallah, hopefully, I will tour the place with you. You've seen houses you probably have never seen. People here have built huge, humongous mansions, which is why if you're building like me, something, or like my family, you'd have to just go for a vintage cottage style, just to have your own style apart from everybody else or everybody else's. So pals, what has 2024 taught you? What are some of the things that happened to you in 2024? Share with me. Good things, bad things, growth, things you have learned, things that you would like to take to the next year, things that have emotionally, psychologically, mentally trained your brain this year, because there's a lot that happens in a person's life. And I've realized that from what happened to me this year, especially on loss of someone I loved very much in my life, so dearly, it cannot be expressed by words. And to be honest, having probably 2 years ago lost her mentally, it's been very difficult. And probably I've never shared the difficulties of it. And which is why I feel that it deserves a video of its own. Pardon me, I didn't think I'd be making voiceovers and being emotional. So what has this year taught you? What has this year baked for you? Homemakers, share your experiences. I do want to thank my experience of YouTube as a way that helped me to feel like I'm doing something that matters. It made me feel really happy. The support of my family, the support of my husband, I still wonder. Sometimes we joke about it, although it's not funny. Our parents passed away on the very same date, just months apart. And maybe the relationship of destiny and fate, or what we call qadar in Arabic or Islam, that may have to do with us in this lifetime. We talk about that, and having him stay with me permanently, I could never tell you how that helped me to get by every day. And it really didn't take away the pain. I don't think anything would ever do. And it's especially because, as I'm saying, I don't want to dive into it completely. And if you've lost a parent to a mental illness, you can please share with us on the comment section. Share with us on how it is, because losing a parent to a mental illness or a mental disease or anything in the mental spectrum is nearly like you've lost that person years ago before actually losing them in the physical sense. And there's a lot that we could talk about, which is why, if you would like to, I could open a discussion about dementia, especially in particular vascular dementia, and the journey of how it has been, because I feel that it didn't treat me well. It drove me crazy, the sickness itself. And to affect someone that I loved so dearly, that was a part of my life, that birthed me, it's unbelievable. And there's a lot I could say, because it didn't start like vascular dementia. It started very differently. It was a world of, in a realm of a lot of things, of which it's not something we talk about now. I have been thankful and grateful to this year, to Allah especially. I've said on my YouTube channel that I don't want to dive into what faith I am and so on, but it does come out every now and then. But I'm very thankful to Allah especially for guiding me and for carrying me through this year. And do share with me how grateful you are to God in your life this year for carrying you through, and so on. I love you, pals. Thank you so much to my pals, my subscribers, for your love that you have given. I'm thankful for the support of making it possible for me to get up to 1,000 subscribers, for the comments, for the engagement that I wanted and wished for. I hope to grow more next year in my YouTube journey, as it has helped me to open up, to be vulnerable with myself, and to be putting my life out there, but not just my life, doing something for myself, learning about myself. How would I have known that I'm interested in homemaking as probably as a way of life, as a Muslim, as a way of life in itself? Going out shopping, things that I wouldn't have done myself, cleaning up my house, wanting to reconnect with that, starting my herbal journey, taking it very seriously this year, making meals for my family, my husband, starting different things that I've never thought that I wanted to start, having endless possibilities just because of this path, because of the following, which is quite, it's not a huge following, but to me it's very, very huge. I don't think it's about showing your life to people when you're on a YouTube space for me, but it's about getting vulnerable with those people and wanting to grow with them and wanting them to help you and wanting genuine friendship so much deeper, really deeper. And I'm thankful so much to you, pals. I'm thankful to my family, to my father. I love him so much, so much. And I cannot imagine and how it must be for him this year to lose his wife of more than 30 years. And I love him, honestly. I love my family so much. Thankful to my husband. I'm thankful to you guys for making the possibility of spending your time and taking your important time away just to watch my videos, to watch my vlogs, to comment here and there. That makes me feel very much, very special. It makes me feel that I have people who are friends who are just like a screen away, but who can watch me and who can support me. I'm very, very thankful to my subscribers. Very thankful, and I'm getting emotional again. Thank you so much.